What if the foods people eat every single day were quietly damaging their heart with every bite? Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the world, taking about 18 million lives every year. That is more than twice the number of lives lost to cancer. A big part of this problem comes from what people choose to eat. This video breaks down 12 of the worst foods for the heart and shows how they can slowly clog arteries, raise blood pressure, and strain the cardiovascular system. Some of these foods are obvious junk, but others are things many people still believe are not that bad or even healthy. By the end of this video, viewers will know which everyday foods put the most pressure on the heart, why they are so dangerous, and what simple swaps can protect long-term heart health. Anyone who stays to the end will see how small changes in the kitchen can mean a huge difference in the future of their heart. What is the first ingredient that sneaks into drinks, snacks, and sauces and quietly pushes the heart toward danger? Excess sugar is one of the biggest threats to heart health. When someone eats or drinks a lot of added sugar, blood sugar levels spike again and again. Over time, this can make the body less sensitive to insulin. That pattern can lead to weight gain, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure, all of which are major risk factors for heart disease. Too much sugar also increases the buildup of fatty plaque in the arteries. These narrow, stiff arteries force the heart to work harder to push blood through. Frequent sugar spikes can raise heart rate and blood pressure and add extra stress on the entire cardiovascular system. Sugar is not just empty calories. It is a direct threat to the heart, and cutting back on added sugars in drinks, desserts, and packaged foods is one of the most powerful ways to protect cardiovascular health. If sugar on its own is risky, what happens when it is mixed with unhealthy fat and deep-fried? Donuts combine several heart-damaging factors in a single bite. They are usually made with refined white flour, loaded with sugar, and then fried in oils that can contain trans fats. These fats increase bad cholesterol and lower good cholesterol. During deep frying, oils can also form harmful compounds that increase inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. Many donuts also contain artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives that add no nutrition and support a pattern of poor eating habits. Donuts are not just a harmless treat. They are one of the worst combinations for heart health. What about that juicy steak or burger that seems like a normal part of many meals? Red meats such as beef, pork, veal, and lamb are high in saturated fat and cholesterol. When someone eats a lot of these fats, LDL cholesterol levels can rise. Over time, this can add to plaque buildup inside the arteries. Many people are surprised to learn that pork is also considered red meat, even when it is marketed as a lighter option. While the body does need protein, there are better sources for the heart, such as chicken, turkey, fish, seafood, and plant-based proteins like beans, lentils, tofu, and chickpeas. Red meat does not have to disappear completely, but keeping it as an occasional treat can greatly reduce strain on the heart and arteries. What happens to food when it takes a long, sizzling bath in hot oil? Fried foods soak up large amounts of oil during cooking. If that oil is high in trans fats or reused many times, it can create a dangerous fat mix that raises cholesterol and promotes plaque in the arteries. Fried foods are also very calorie-dense and low in nutrients. This makes it easy to overeat, leading to weight gain and higher heart risk. High cooking temperatures can also form harmful compounds that increase inflammation and oxidative stress. Fried foods overload the body with unhealthy fats and excess calories while giving very little nutrition in return. What if a food that was once sold as a heart-friendly alternative is not so friendly after all? Margarine is made from vegetable oils that are turned solid through a process that can create trans fats. These fats raise bad cholesterol and lower good cholesterol. Some margarines also contain too many omega-6 fatty acids without enough omega-3s to balance them. This imbalance can promote inflammation. Processing can also create free radicals that damage cells and blood vessels. Choosing spreads with no trans fat or using small amounts of healthier fats is far better for the heart. If something is called a vegetable oil, does that automatically mean it is good for the heart? Many common seed oils, such as soybean, corn, and sunflower oil, are high in omega-6 fatty acids. Too much omega-6 and too little omega-3 creates an imbalance that can promote inflammation in the body, including in the blood vessels. The refining process for these oils often uses high heat and chemicals, which can create small amounts of trans fats and free radicals. Over time, these compounds can damage cells and weaken the cardiovascular system. Choosing oils like extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil can help lower inflammation and support healthier arteries. What kind of meal combines too much fat, too much salt, too much sugar, and too many calories all at once? Fast food is often built for speed and flavor, not health. Many burgers, fries, and sandwiches are high in trans fats, saturated fats, and sodium. These raise cholesterol and increase blood pressure. Portion sizes are also oversized, encouraging overeating. This leads to weight gain, insulin resistance, and long-term eating habits that raise heart disease risk. Frequent fast food meals turn into long-term damage. How much harm can a glass of whole milk or a chunk of rich cheese really do? Full-fat dairy products are high in saturated fat. A steady intake can raise LDL cholesterol and increase plaque buildup in the arteries. Low-fat or non-fat milk, yogurt, and cheese give many of the same nutrients with less saturated fat. Non-dairy choices like almond or oat milk also offer creamy texture without the heart risk. Switching to lower-fat options can ease the load on the heart. What ingredient cannot be seen but can quietly drive blood pressure higher and higher? Salt is necessary for the body, but too much of it causes the body to hold extra water. This increases the volume of blood in the arteries and raises blood pressure. Many processed foods contain far more sodium than people realize. Over time, high blood pressure strains the heart and increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Cutting back on salty processed foods and seasoning with herbs and spices can lower this hidden pressure on the heart. How can a drink that seems to help people relax push the heart towards serious problems? Heavy or regular alcohol use can raise blood pressure and weaken the heart muscle. It also adds many empty calories that lead to weight gain. Over time, alcohol can cause irregular heart rhythms and damage to blood vessels. When alcohol use becomes frequent or heavy, it becomes a major enemy of the heart. What about foods that do not taste sweet but act like sugar inside the body? White bread is made from refined flour that has had the fiber and nutrients removed. This makes it digest quickly and spike blood sugar. Many store-bought breads also contain added sugars, oils, and sodium. These ingredients can raise inflammation and blood pressure. Whole grain bread with more fiber is a better option for steady energy and heart health. Is a simple bowl of white rice always harmless? White rice is polished to remove fiber and nutrients. Without fiber, it digests quickly and causes blood sugar spikes. Over time, this increases the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, which are linked to heart disease. Brown rice and whole grains provide more nutrients and a slower release of energy. How rice is prepared also matters. Fried rice dishes and rice snacks often add unhealthy fats. Swapping white rice for whole grains and watching portions can make it more heart-friendly. So what is the real pattern behind all 12 of these foods, and what does it mean for the future of the heart? Each food on this list may look different, but they share a few common traits. Most are high in added sugar or refined carbohydrates, loaded with unhealthy fats, packed with excess sodium, very high in calories, and heavily processed. These factors all lead to clogged arteries, higher blood pressure, more inflammation, extra weight, and a heart that has to fight harder every day. Every time one of these foods is replaced with something fresher and less processed, the heart gets a little more relief and a better chance at a longer, stronger life.